Hello and welcome to MudMax Metal Detecting. Today we are going to have a look at the MI6 pinpoint probe and see what it's all about. Here comes the review, let's get stuck in. The MI6 pinpointer from XP, my new toy. So what do you get in the box? Well, you get one of those, a holster. More on that in a moment. You get one of those, a lanyard. More on that too. And of course, well, you have to have one of these, don't you? Otherwise it wouldn't be worth buying the box. You get the MI6 pinpointer. So let's have a quick chat about a few things about the MI6, shall we? And why already I'm a big fan. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the clip that comes with it. Now, the clip with the MI6 has got a clip. It's not the standard piece of Velcro you see on a lot of them. This one actually clips on your belt. It does a good job, nothing wrong with it. What I will say about it, what I do think is very clever, is this. You can turn it. So the idea being, if you're putting that on a chest piece and you want to clip it a certain way around, and then you want to move this, you can. So you can have that set at any angle you want, which means that whatever you're putting it on, whatever bag or belt, you can position the probe so that it's nice and easy to get to. So other than that, it's fairly standard, but I do like that little click thing at the back. Some people have said they don't like this, but personally I think that adaptability to put it on any garment in any position and then position the holster how you want it is quite clever. So that gets a thumbs up from me. Okay, so a quick demo, a quick talk about the XP MI6 pinpointer. Let's get down to brass tacks. I'm not going to go through all the settings in these things because Gary from XP has already done that and it's an excellent video. Plus you get the instructions when you get it. But I do think Gary's videos are a little bit easier to understand. So the things I like about it: rechargeable lithium battery. Straight off the bat, no more buying 9-volt batteries, it's all built in. What else do I like about it? I love the tone. Not that tone, this tone. I actually find that better than your old-fashioned standard bleeps. Not everyone's going to like it, but for me it's really, really good. But this thing really comes into its own when you pair it with the Deus. Now XP are going to make a cheaper version of this for non-Deus users. So obviously it's not going to connect to a Deus. Well, why would it? It's not built for that. But it is cheaper, but it will have lots of the vibrate in it and the various sounds and audio. So you'll get all that good stuff in there. But obviously it won't be made for the Deus and it will come at a better price. Now I also think that these are the future of pinpoint probes. Let me just switch this off for a second. And when I say the future of pinpoint probes, what I mean is more manufacturers making a probe that is bespoke to their metal detectors. Garrett are making one of these now that's going to talk to the Z-Link wireless system. So if you've got a Z-Link wireless system or you've got an AT Max, then you can get their new probe and it's going to do what this one does. So I can see more and more probes going forward like that in the future, what you might call smart probes, and they're going to talk to their machines. So here we have the protective sheath for the pinpoint probe. Now this cost me £8 from Regton. It's very good, it's very tough, it's definitely going to do the job. This all comes in one piece and then this end cap slides on. Now one thing to note, there's no hole in this rubberized end piece. I had to poke a hole in there with a cocktail stick. At the moment it doesn't look like it's going to rip or tear or get any bigger. It looks like it's going to be okay. But you do have to note, if you like using the lanyard, one thing you do have to remember with this is that that O-ring is going to have to come out of there so you can take this off and then do the recharging. It's not the end of the world, but it's just something to consider. But personally, I like to have this on a tether all the time. So I've just poked a hole in there and I've put it through. It was a bit of a pain to get on, but all I can say about that is, well, it's only a couple of minutes. You could always use a bigger O-ring. But generally speaking, I think the protective sheath is very, very good. And in my opinion, if you're going to spend 140, 130 odd quid on one of these, which you can get them for now, then why not spend an extra 8 quid and protect the darn thing? It's not a cheap thing to buy. So for another 8 quid, why not get it covered? Okay, so here we are. We're going to show you how a paired up pinpointer has its advantages when you're digging in the hole. So for the purposes of this, I'm using the remote. I've got it on speaker. So that's basically what you're going to get through your headphones. I'm not going to use the headphones because obviously you can hear the audio a lot better on the remote control than you can if I try and use the headphones. So you're in the field. There's your signal, you go in hunting after it, you dig your hole, you turn on your pinpointer, and you quite often get the kind of feedback that you can hear right now. This is what happens when you turn on the MI6. Instantly, that remote control is silent. It has cut off the coil. Not a thing. Now I can go close to the coil with the pinpointer, but that is just the pinpointer. The coil is in dead sleep mode. That is perfect peace and quiet in your headphones while you're looking in the hole. Find your target, retrieve it, switch your pinpointer off, and your coil comes back to life. There you go. Pick up your machine, and off you go to hunt for the next target. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to play a game that none of us likes to play. It's called Hunt the Lost Pinpointer. So the MI6 is out there. I've just put my hand down and realised that it's gone. So what do? Right, let's bring this down where the light's a little bit better. Grab my remote, go into Option, find the pinpointers, select. I want Research. Now let's see what happens. We're into the search mode. Oh, I hope you can pick that up already. I'm about 12 yards away, and already that is absolutely loud and clear. So let's go and find it. Getting warmer, we're getting warmer. So there you go, a very expensive piece of equipment, lost, but it called out to me and helped me bring it home. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's sum it up, shall we? Yeah, the MI6 pinpointer. Personally, as a Deus user, I'm glad that I've got this. I do like those extra functions. Not everybody's going to want to spend money on premium pinpointers, and I get that, I respect that. But if you do want the best pointer for the XP Deus, then yeah, there's only one. I mean, it really is clever, the things that it does. Personally, the biggest one for me is the sound in the headphones and the coil switching off. No more buzzing, no more interference. The way that this thing integrates and talks to the XP Deus, for me, that's absolutely brilliant. And I love the Find Me function as well. If you like the look and the general design of this pinpointer, don't forget there is a cheaper one coming out, the MI4, and that's going to be for non-Deus users. So you're not going to have the talk to the Deus functions, but you are still going to have a very, very good rechargeable pinpointer. I think it's going to come in around £100, but they are good bits of kit. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's still early days, but I really, really do like it. And I love these features. I've tested them now, and I find them absolutely excellent for me. So personally, I'm glad that I've invested a few extra quid and got one of these. But it's a preference. It's everybody's choice. Okay, good luck, happy hunting, and I will see you soon.